Hello there. This is one of my first pick a card readings, and the question here is what blessing would be coming your way, and what is your message for that particular blessing? We've got pile 1. It has a runic symbol on it of Ingus. Let me try and take it closer. We've got pile 2 with Berkona. We've got pile 3 with Manas. We've got pile 4 with Devas. And we've got pile 5 with Athala. Give yourself a few minutes to decide which pile you would go in for, and which do you think is your blessing and message for the day. Take your time. I'll start with pile 1, but before I start, I always do a little bit of singing bowl for myself. It sort of cleanses the energy. So, if you put pile 1, you had the Ingus rune, which is usually a rune of ending a phase. Maybe you need to end something and start something new. It's possibly a relationship. It's possible to be a career path. Let's just see your cards and find out. And your channeled message. So here we are. We've got Eight of Pentacles, we've got Death, and we've got Star. These are very clear indications that maybe the next blessing is a job change or a change of roles. And whatever new is happening to you is really one of the best blessings you could ever imagine. And let's see a lenormand that we picked. Maybe you had difficulties in a relation where you were not able to speak your mind. Maybe this difficulty is now soon going to be released, and you might have a better channel of communication, especially with family and friends and relationships. So you ought to give those a chance. But there's definite change, especially in the job path and the relationship path. We've got life here. This is the only angel card in this deck. Is new to me, so I'm going to have a look at the book out here. Let's see what the book says. I like seeing the book sometimes. And here we are. That you are starting on something. I can start from scratch was the first word that came to me. And my situation is still quite open-ended. I have made a fool of myself. So maybe it's asking you to take a chance on something, especially a thing that possibly was very uncomfortable. Maybe you didn't really like it in the first instance, but now you're called upon to give something new a chance and sort of start a new beginning, a new cycle in life. And there we have the channeled message. These I wrote down randomly. So it says that a new romance is entering your life. So maybe that's what you need to consider as your blessing. Something new that you thought was uncomfortable. Maybe it could be a romance. It's coming your way. Work might exhaust you, as I already said. Maybe your current job is very busy and you're very tired. And this exhaustion is the need for you to maybe start somewhere anew. And you need to give something new a chance. That's about it, I guess, for pile 1. Pile 2 has the Berkana. This is a rune of, again, transformation and family time. The little reading that I've done on this rune in the past usually involves working with children and, working with family and sort of being cohesive and yet, change, making good changes that help you in your life. So maybe change is a blessing, and that's the message here. We've got the Justice here. Along with that, we had the Empress. Actually, wait, I think I put this here when I shuffled these. Okay, we had Justice, we had Six of Cups, and we had Empress. As I feel that you need to do and make physical changes, like, say, get yourself a haircut. That would probably be one kind of blessing, making yourself feel happy about your own self. You need to engross yourself in some sports, is the message I got as I thought in this. And maybe you have a lot of health issues, and maybe your body is sore and you are sick, and there could be mental health issues as well, and all these need some kind of, you need attention to sort of divert yourself from the rigmarole of life and look different, feel different, take a new therapy, and sort of entertain yourself with some kind of, session. We've got Justice, Six of Cups, and Empress, and these 3 cards for me talk about the blessing is yourself. But yourself needs that transformation, needs to feel less sick, needs to feel more hopeful, and that's something that you can work on. We have Anchor and Tree, which also tells me that, again, some health issue could be really daunting, and you need to possibly deal with that. And again, I have creativity, which also tells me something to do with art. Focus on keeping yourself going, engaging in a sport or therapy. You need to have mental and physical transformation of your own self. We have these messages that came through. The work might exhaust you. New romance is entering your life. So, once again, okay, no, this is not the previous reading. I'm sorry, I'm very sorry, I forgot to see that. You will receive an abundance of money. You might move on in the new home. So maybe there is wealth coming your way, and there's a chance that you should be having a new home. Maybe it's telling you to sort of change something in your home. Maybe focus on beautifying it. Focus on some internal change, enhancing your house, keeping it neater. I think that's about it for pile 2. The blessing is yourself. And then we have pile 3. Let me quickly get into your reading. You have Manas, which is a very powerful rune for social order and social circumstances, where you have to you get success every time you put your hands on a good partnership. You sort of work well in a team. The better you work in a team, the more success you get. Here we are. We've got 6 of Wands, we've got Moon, and we've got Chariot. The blessing is that you have to be very goal focused, and you will possibly achieve a new goal for yourself. Again, one more card of social. Standing, garden is for social. Standing as a star. And then we have emotions. And here's your message. You need a break, take a holiday, go on an adventure. Your manifest is most likely coming your way. So the blessing is that the force is with you, witches, all your guides are with you, that you achieve a particular goal that you have set your heart on. You will find the right people to finally get what you want. It could be romance, it could be work. Mostly it's likely it's a work situation, it's more related to your partnerships of finance. These should see more happening. But at the same time, it's also telling you that maybe you're focused too much on goals, and you also need to sort of give yourself a little bit of a break. But whatever you have been trying to manifest is already on your way, so you don't have to work too hard. And there are a lot of people who would understand that Saturn retrograde is on, and when Saturn retrograde is on, you don't have to work very hard for anything you want. You have to work smart, not hard or not too much. You don't have to overdo anything. Things will flow. The phase has started, so give yourself a chance. Pile 4. Your rune is Tivas, and usually a rune of Tivas usually is chance of justice and battles and winning battles and being a team leader. So you may be called upon to take action and spearhead situations, and you will be a blessing for maybe someone else than yourself, or maybe yourself as well. But yes, you have to be action oriented. Let's see what cards we got here. We have Page of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Five of Swords, we got and Clover. And we've got Natural Forces, which is Gabriel. You can keep it down so it's more visible. And there's your message. So here whatever it is you are going to be asking for, you want to know a blessing about, say, your relationship life, or you want to ask blessings about your parents, about anybody in the family. It is that it tells you to take on the task of something that might be very tough. But as you sail along, you will definitely receive messages on what to do. I'm new to this angel deck. I just bought it, so it's going to take me a while to adjust to its messages. We all know some and we don't know all. Okay, this is definitely like, again it says that I feel the natural forces rise within me, begin to change my life. So you will be guided. You might see patterns of numbers, 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 4. You will see number patterns, and you will have some messages sent by your angels, and you will know that there is someone guiding you. At this point of time, maybe you may not see the blessing in what's happening in your life. You probably will think that in fact nothing good is happening. You might feel that there's too much given to you, you don't know how to do it, but you are just forced to do it, and that might be something that you are just not ready for. So you will receive the messages you need. You will need the necessary support. You'll feel something different happening in the ether, and you will be wanting to take charge of the situation. I've always loved Divas. In fact, we tell people, if I had to choose a deck, I would have obviously chosen this particular pile for my own self if I had to. It tells you that, that focus on what you want, you can easily get it if you're very goal oriented. You have to do what's right as well. The only disturbing part is when I saw this Five of Swords saying that maybe you still not got your due. You will get messages, but it might seem that people are still not treating you the way you need to be treated. You need someone to give you more help, maybe. I think that would be for pile 4. I hope you liked it. See you soon. Welcome number pile 5, and we have Othala here in number 5. Othala is a rune of, when you receive a legacy, you receive something, like a gift from someone. It cannot be mistaken as Gebo, because Gebo is also like a reward of sorts. But Othala usually is from the family, an inheritance, and it usually signifies that type of rune. Let's see what the other cards are. You've got Queen of Pentacles, you've got Sun, and you've got Four of Cups. You've got Whip Key, and you've got Justice, and your messages are here. I think the blessing could be that you have done a lot of hard work, and you have been working relentlessly, staying positive. The only way you're going to be a little happy now is giving yourself a bit of a break. But don't just get fed up of whatever you're doing, just try and find a new heaven in whatever you do. You are likely to receive rewards, which is obviously very clear with an Othala. And the channel message, when it says you will receive a promotion, that really, really speaks it out, that something good is happening to you, and that's the blessing, and that's the message as well. We've got Justice here, and I think it almost will have the same meaning as a regular tarot deck. This is an angel deck. This is the Kabalah Angel tarot, and it's a little less used deck, so you won't even find any interpretations online. You'll read a book for it. It tells me that you're probably already on the right path, and the right things are coming your way. You will have to focus on the work that you're interested in, and don't overdo anything. Just try and find a way to balance your situation. If there were any answers of problems that you were going through, you will find the key to those problems. The key and whip is definitely talking about what the situation here is. Probably you've worked very hard, and now the solutions to any problem will present itself. Don't overdo anything. And yes, chances are there's some reward coming your way. It's definitely clear seeing these signs. Trust in yourself, and that's okay for pile number 5. And I'll see you next time again, and thank you very much for this opportunity.